Hello and welcome. Today, we are diving deep and decoding the fascinating personality blueprint of anyone born on February 25th. You ever meet someone who's kind of like a dreamy artist, but also a super sharp, rebellious thinker all at the same time? Well, if you have, you might just know a February 25th baby. So let's get into it and see what really makes them tick. So what is it that really sets these individuals apart from the crowd? It's this incredible, unique blend of really deep emotion and a fiercely original mind. Let's start peeling back the layers, shall we? At their very core, they are what we call visionary individualists. And this isn't just some catchy label. It's the perfect description for their blend of insightful dreams and this powerful, undeniable need for independence. Okay, so let's start with their foundation. Their zodiac sign. Being born on February 25th makes them a Pisces, who you probably know as the dreamer of the zodiac. But they're a very, very specific kind of Pisces. See, they're not just dreamers. They're independent dreamers. They're not just creative. They're total free spirits. This right here shows you how they balance that classic Piscean emotional depth with this really profound desire for personal freedom. So there are really two distinct sides to their nature. On one hand, you've got this incredible visionary, super intuitive and adaptable. But on the other hand, that exact same sensitivity means they can often feel misunderstood, they really struggle with rigid structures, and they might just pull back when they get overwhelmed. It's a really delicate balance. But it's not just about being a Pisces. Oh no, there are other cosmic forces at play that add this really unique twist to their personality. Let's see what those are. So, their primary ruling planet is Neptune, which is the planet of dreams, illusion, and deep spirituality. This is exactly where they get that incredible imagination, their artistic gifts, and that powerful intuition that just lets them see things that other people completely miss. Now, alongside Neptune, there's this strong dash of Uranian energy. And Uranus is the planet of rebellion, innovation, and freedom. This is the secret ingredient that transforms them from just a typical dreamer into that individualist we've been talking about. It's what fuels their original thinking and their non-traditional approach to just about everything in life. And to round out the whole astrological picture, we've got their element and modality. As a water sign, their world is one of pure emotion, compassion, and sensitivity. And being a mutable sign, that gives them this incredible flexibility and open-mindedness. They can absolutely go with the flow, as long as that flow allows for their independence. So we've got the astrological blueprint down. But you know what? There's another layer, a secret code, if you will, that adds even more depth. And that's their numerology. And the math here is beautifully simple. We just take the day they were born, the 25th, and we add the digits together. So 2 plus 5, and that gives us their life path number. And that number is 7. Now, in numerology, 7 is one of the most spiritual and intellectual numbers there is. This is a huge clue to understanding their inner world. The number 7 is all about the inner journey. It represents this deep need for knowledge, for truth, and for spiritual understanding. People who are influenced by this number are often these amazing analytical thinkers, philosophers, and seekers who really value their alone time to reflect and grow. So when you combine that emotional intuition of a Pisces with the intellectual and spiritual depth of the number 7, what do you get? You get this powerful archetype, the spiritual seeker. They aren't just feeling their way through life, they are actively trying to understand its deeper meaning. Okay, so we've built the blueprint. Now, how does this complex, visionary individual actually navigate the real world? Let's take a look at how all these traits play out in their relationships and their professional lives. In love, they are a fascinating paradox. They can be deeply romantic and capable of profound loyalty, but they're also intensely private. The absolute key for them is finding a partner who understands their need for both a meaningful connection and the personal space to recharge and just be themselves. So who can provide that kind of balance? Well, they often connect best with fellow water signs like Cancer and Scorpio because they get the emotional language. But they also thrive with grounded earth signs like Capricorn and Taurus, who can provide that stability and support they need to feel safe. And professionally, they need roles that really honor their blueprint. And you can see the theme here, right? These are all careers that require deep thinking, creativity, and a high degree of independence. They're here to analyze, to create, and to guide others using their unique insight. And this right here is the most critical takeaway for their career. A 9 to 5 job with a bunch of strict rules and micromanagement, that is their kryptonite. Their visionary nature needs space to breathe and to experiment. To truly flourish, a person born on February 25th needs the freedom to explore, innovate, and follow their own brilliant vision. So let's put all the pieces together. We've seen the Pisces heart, the Uranian twist, and the deep wisdom of the number 7. Let's take a look at the full, complete portrait of the person born on February 25th. This is it. This is the synthesis of everything we've talked about. They are driven by intuition, defined by their independence, guided by a real spiritual insight, and ultimately, they are true visionaries who see the world in a way that very few others can. You know, their journey through life is rarely ever a straight line. It's a path of discovery, of exploring their inner world, expressing their creativity, and ultimately using their unique gifts to help and guide other people. It's a life that's really dedicated to growth and to understanding. And that leaves us with a final thought. We all have a unique blueprint, right? Made up of all these different influences. So what are the special ingredients, the signs, the numbers, the experiences that make you who you are? Thanks for joining us on this journey today.